All right, welcome to another episode of Grow an Online Business, where I am doing a podcast talking about trying to grow an online business. This week is a little bit different. This week, you probably noticed I'm in my new office. I'm actually out in the reception area today, and so the lighting's not right, whatever, but I wanted to get on here and do a wrap up of 2024 because I'm about done with doing Grow an Online Business for 2024. I think this is going to be the last episode, at least for this year. I'm hoping to get back on, do some more episodes in 2025. Things didn't exactly work out, and I've had a lot of struggles and troubles this year trying to get all of the stuff I wanted to get done. And I had a few things kind of derail on me. Like we've been talking a lot about this season about my YouTube channel. So I want to touch on that. I'm going to show you some stuff that's been going on recently. And I've been talking to my directioner. I took the channel in a different direction, which I was starting to kind of lean more into content creation and the mindset of being a content creator. I was trying to help people do the thing that I was doing and to keep them motivated. And I think I was really primarily doing it to motivate myself and keep myself going. I wanted to make some videos that were more fun to make rather than just talking into the camera and talking while doing the videos. And I started out the channel, as you guys know, doing relationship stuff. And then I tried to shift it. And that shift tanked the channel. Everything went to crap. And I talked to my directioner recently. We made the decision that we were either going to stop doing that channel, give up on it, or take it back to the core, which is make relationship style videos and type videos. And stop making them so vloggy, stop making them so trying to make them cinematic. I was wearing myself thin trying to make videos that were that, and it ended up reverting back anyway to videos that weren't. They were just sort of talky-teachy. And so I decided to double down on that. When I did, I just recently put out my last video, which was how to approach someone you're interested in. And you can see that's the spike right there. It spiked up 10x. I've been getting about 40, 45 views per video. And on that video, when it released, I got, well, you can even see here in the last 30 days, 50 videos, bang, or 50 views, bang. 430 in the first, it says first 28 days. It's been out 1 week as of today. And so it has been a kind of a whirlwind, a kind of an eye-opener. It's showing me that I do need to go back and do the videos for the subscribers that I currently have. And so that's what I'm going to do. I enjoy making those videos, but I got kind of bored doing it where I felt like I was just screaming into the camera, trying to follow a script, and doing videos that sort of were in line with the what was being viewed or what was being looked up in YouTube. And I think I'm kind of done doing that. I know I said that before, but it just got so boring that I couldn't handle doing it. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to do the videos about the subject matter that's still in line with relationships and communication, and talk about the things that I think are important. Because when I do that, I have the best reach, the best growth, the best influence. And so I think that's just where I'm going to go with this. If people don't like necessarily just sitting and watching somebody talk into a camera, then they can find another channel and watch somebody else. I think people are coming to my channel to learn the thing that it is I'm teaching. So if people are looking for how to approach somebody and they want a little bit different advice than what everybody else is giving them, then they can watch my channel. Because I don't give the same advice. I've stopped even watching other people's content and figuring out, well, what's the most popular ones? What's worked for them? I don't care. I'm just going to start putting out the stuff that I think makes the most sense for me. And makes the most sense for, I won't call them clients because they're just viewers, but for my viewers. And what I have found over the years that makes the most sense for my clients. So what seems to work for them, I'm just going to be sharing that. And so that's where I'm at. So in this year, I know that at the beginning of the year, the channel was doing really well. It was growing fast and doing just getting some traction, and then I kind of derailed it. And so in this next year, I will be talking about the differences that changing it back has made. And I'm going to assume that it's going to make a difference. It seems to have right off the bat, because it 10x'd the views on that first video that went back to the core content. And so I've already shot 2 more videos. They're being edited now. They will be being posted in the weeks to come. I will probably, we had a meeting with Shri and I, and we discussed pulling down the videos that didn't fit in line with the relationship type and relationship style videos. So yes, I'm going to be doing the less edited videos. There still will be some B-roll. It's still going to be me talking. I'm not necessarily going to be sitting here at the desk like I am on the podcast, because I will be doing it a little bit more around the office. This is my new office. I have not yet painted my my actual therapy office, and the office that's going to be the new YouTube filming studio. And I call it a filming studio, but realistically, it's just my office that I will be doing my visual or virtual therapy and my in-person therapy in. And then I will also be shooting the videos in it because once it's already decorated, like why not use that office? It makes perfect sense. Plus, I have found, and I know this is just a little bit of a psychological trick, but when I am in my office that I do therapy in, my brain clicks into therapy mode, and I'm much more clinical. My gosh, I'm losing my voice. My brain is much more clinical, and it thinks a lot more in the way that I do therapy. So it's a lot easier for me to talk about those subjects, just because when I enter that office, I kind of become the persona of me that is the therapist. And so I find it easiest to do those types of videos there. And then also, I will go ahead and spill the beans. I have created or come up with an idea for 2025 that I'm going to be doing over the next year. And I understand it's going to take me forever. I might as well not even talk about it yet. But I'm kind of separating my YouTube channel from my goal, my desire to make cinematic-y style mini movies. And I'm going to do that on the side. So instead of trying to incorporate that into my YouTube channel, I'm just going to maintain my YouTube channel, keep doing what I'm doing. And then I'm going to, on the side, I have come up with an idea that I think can work. It's basically a 13-episode mini series of short cinematic videos that kind of tell an overarching story with a bunch of little miniature stories in it. It is about a therapist, and that's about as much as I'm going to give you. I am still working on trying to create and set it up. I've got most of the scripts written for the 13 episodes, and I'm now working on the dialogue. It's going to be an interesting one because I'm going to try and do. One thing I found is that I have an incredibly difficult time finding anyone who's interested in doing what I do or helping me do it. And so because I can't get my brother-in-law, I can't get my sons, I can't get my kids to do or help me with any of it, I have to do all of it. So I need to try and shoot cinematically by myself, which is incredibly difficult because cinematic shots usually have movement, and it's movement in a way that I can't like hold the camera and move it. So I'm having to design and develop ways of moving, if I'm shooting from the waist up, moving my foot, pulling a string, moving the camera. And so I'm working on that in order to get that done. I end up having to be all of the characters, so I'm the therapist as well as the client. And so I'm going to have to shoot it in a way that makes it not super obvious, but also interesting enough that it's watchable. And so I've got some really, I think, kind of interesting miniature stories that all tie together to make one big, interesting story. So we'll see how that comes. We'll see how that unfolds. Hopefully over the next year, I'm able to get that completely written up, designed, and then planned out and then shot and then edited. I imagine it's probably going to take me close to a year to get it completely finished. I was telling my son I've got these miniature series movies. They're all about 10 minutes long. And he's like, so you're shooting a movie? And I was like, no, just miniature, like little 10-minute videos. And he's like, no, 10 minutes times 100 or times 13 episodes is 130 minutes. That's over 2 hours. And so I realized that's a little bit of a ambitious undertaking for my first go round. So I may be shortening each of those episodes, condensing them down to 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes each. I think I can tell the story that I'm looking to tell in that, using some quicker shots and some faster storytelling without a lot of intro and outro and that kind of stuff. So at any rate, I'm interested in hearing if you have any interest in watching that. Do let me know. I will put a link to the channel because I'm gonna have to create a new YouTube channel to host that, and I think I'll do that closer to the time because I'm really hoping to have every single thing done, all 13 episodes, and then I'm going to schedule them and then launch the channel so that they're uploaded, boom, 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 like I feel like they should be. I don't want to get 8 or 9 episodes in, be filming the 9th one or 10th one, and then having trouble and then having it not be able to go out on time. And so anyway, I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to do the entire series before I release it. At least that's the thought. And then I'll keep you guys filled in on the background of that and kind of some behind the scenes stuff. I think I'll do that here probably on the podcast. And that may just be some bonus episodes that I do for the podcast. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the podcast because next year I think it's going to really be exciting. I'm going to be following along with the YouTube channel as well as doing some interviews. I've got a few more people that have some businesses that I think would be really good, that would make some really good interviews. And then I'll do the behind the scenes stuff for the mini series that I'm going to try to make. So at any rate, thank you so much for listening, watching if you are, and supporting me in this journey, following along. I know this is more of a documentary style podcast. I'm really kind of documenting my journey, but I wouldn't mind sharing or teaching some things, but I honestly, at this point, it's going to have to be something you're interested in learning. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you're interested in learning. I'd be happy to go over that. And that in mind, I do have a Facebook group called Grow an Online Business. If you're interested, follow along. Join that group. There's not been a lot of action in there recently. But if you're interested, jump in there, pop in a question, let me know what it is you're looking for, and I will be sure to answer that for you. Anyway, thanks for listening. Look forward to next year, and happy holidays, and have a happy new year.